Are you living in a rat race, in a hamster wheel, always in crisis, always putting out fires, always unexpected things coming up? Never time for yourself? Stay tuned for some practical tips to get a hold on your agenda. Hi, my name is Eelco for Eelco Baak Life Coaching, and this channel is all about personal development, living your life purpose and life coaching. So in the last video I gave the assignment to give your definition of success and happiness, and 3 of my own clients didn't have the time that week to do the assignment, and that reminded me of a book I read years ago, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Covey. And the 3rd habit is exactly about this, about getting off the hamster wheel to take time for yourself to plan. The first habit is be proactive. That is, take initiative and take 100% responsibility for your own life. You run the show. The second habit is to define crystal clear what is important for you. What are your core principles? What are your core values? What is your mission in life? Stop this video, write these questions down, and right after the video start by giving the answers to these questions. If not now, then when? So as soon as you know the answers to these questions, it will be a lot easier to make decisions about how to use your time and energy. So I hope you understood the importance to set time aside to work on these questions. Now, back to the time management. A lot of people come to coaching because they want to have more free time, more time for creative, spontaneous activities. They want to live less in crisis, get a grip on their agenda. So that's why I was reminded about this 3rd habit of Covey, first things first. Covey says we use our time in 4 different ways, 4 quadrants. Let's take a look at them. The first quadrant are activities that are both urgent and important. They really ask for your attention. Those are crises, pressing problems, putting out fires, and deadline-driven projects. You might have to admit that you're living your life mostly in quadrant 1, the important things that press you into action, and the important things that are not urgent get postponed, like the activities in quadrant 2, and like last week, exercise. The more you focus on quadrant 1, the bigger it gets, and it will dominate your life. And to escape the pressure of quadrant 1, people tend to escape to quadrant 4 and start watching dancing cats on YouTube, or commenting on Facebook posts of friends, or waste hours gossiping in WhatsApp groups, or surfing on the internet without a goal. Other people spend a lot of time in quadrant 3 with seemingly important activities, but actually these activities are more important to other people than to yourself. So how do you get to spend more time in quadrant 2? You will have to take away time from quadrant 3 and 4 activities. So step 1 is stop doing quadrant 4 activities. Taking away time from quadrant 4 is easy. It only requires minimal discipline. Step 2 is saying no to others and start saying yes to yourself. If you live your life in quadrant 1, you're always running. You always run from crisis to crisis, and it leads to exhaustion and stress. What you want is to be living in quadrant 2 and 1. The more time you spend in quadrant 2, is planning, reflecting, relation building, the less time you have to spend in quadrant 1. That means less stress and less unexpected things coming up. Taking away time from quadrant 3 is harder. You will have to say no to persons. You have to say no to favors. But you can say no in a polite way. So if someone asks you for a favor, you can say politely, well, thank you for thinking of me for doing that job, but for different reasons, I cannot help you at this moment. It takes practice. It's a skill you have to learn. I can make a whole video about how to say no politely. And then step 3 is delegate work to others. Now you might think the time that I have to spend to explain others how to do it, I can do it myself better. But that's the time you have to invest in the beginning in order to spend less time in one and spend more time in quadrant 2. It also empowers other people. You will reap the fruits later. Now the next exercise that Stephen Covey gives us is make a week planning. But all the activities on the planning must be in line with your core values and core principles. And the first thing you have to do is define your roles. Write down the roles you have in life, like a father or mother, a husband, a wife, a general manager, a member of the tennis club, anything, any roles. And then you put the activities, the goals of the week on the planning. So that's a lot of information, and there's even more information in the book, so I really recommend you read the book. But for now I will leave you with a few assignments again. The first one is, what are the quadrant 4 activities that you need to stop right away? The second is, what are the quadrant 3 activities that you can delegate to other persons? Activity 3 is make the week planning. I will put a download link to a Word document, a template, in the comment section down below. There are dozens of versions. Or use a software program like I like to use Asana because it's free and it's very intuitive, and you can use color codings to define your roles and activities. And the fourth one, schedule quadrant 2 activities in your week planning, like working on this assignment and working on your mission statement, your core values. Okay, like the video if it helped you in any way. Please comment down below, let me know what you think. Share this video with someone who needs some structure in their life also, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Every week I will be posting videos on subjects like personal development, time management, and living your life purpose. Thank you, and see you next time.